Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Ronie D. And I just want to congratulate all of the high school seniors that have officially finished high school. And if you're going to college next year, I wish you the best of luck. A lot of things that you can forget very easily. I know I forgot a lot of things very easily. So here are just a few things I forgot that you might want to remember for next year when you're packing. And if you're watching and there's something else that you think people might easily forget, go ahead and put it in the comment section, which is below this video. So the first thing I forgot to bring to college was an umbrella. It's just one of those things you overlook, and especially if you have a big campus, you have to walk to each one of your classes, and if it just starts raining on you one day, like, you're out of luck. So another thing I would recommend not forgetting is a fan. If you're like me, you maybe like to sleep with the fan because you like the noise. Or, if you're like my roommate, maybe you like to be cold when you go to sleep. I like to be pretty warm so that I can use my fan. And even if I'm cold, I'll still turn the fan on and just turn it the opposite direction because I am weird like that. But if you're one of those type of people, don't forget your fan. It's going to be really hard falling asleep if you're used to going to sleep with the fan. The next thing I forgot, which kind of goes along with the umbrella, is, and it also, like, it took me a while before I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to get them. You need rain boots. If you're going to be walking along campus, and it's different if you're driving the class, but if you're walking the class, there's really no shoes that are good for that kind of weather. You don't want to get your nice, pretty boots all messed up. So, and your tennis shoes, like, they're fine, but if it's raining hard, water gets in your tennis shoes, your socks get all wet, and that definitely isn't fun. So rain boots are a good thing to buy. Okay, so another thing I kind of forgot, and this is not essential, but it definitely makes a whole lot of difference. I was in the older dorms at my school, and the older dorms are usually the cheaper dorms. And, some schools, every dorm is just old. And so it's good to get a rug, and preferably a rug that kind of almost, a dorm is so small, so a lot of rugs can cover the whole room, or at least a good portion. Like, you want at least between the beds covered. So if you can find a rug that is big enough for that space, that is that would be very beneficial, especially at my school, especially when it got cold, the floor, it gets dirty so fast, and it also gets so cold, and it sucks, like, getting out of bed and stepping on that floor because it's going to be freezing. There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to be very cold, and the rug just really helps with that, and it really just makes your room come together if you have a nice rug. Oh, the next thing I forgot to bring to college was a dust buster. Okay, dust buster, very important, especially when there's two girls. And you know what? Guys too, you need a dust buster because you guys are dirty. You guys are dirty too. Some dorms, not gonna lie, some dorms provide a vacuum, and so you don't have to bring one. But my dorm, like I said, was very old, and the vacuum was huge, and you have to haul it up the elevator, figure out how to put it together, then start vacuuming. So the dust buster was really good in our case. Another thing you might not want to forget is a stapler. You don't have to have this huge elaborate stapler. You can have a mini stapler if you want, but The bigger one is probably better just in case you have a lot of papers that you need to staple together. Because I know some of my professors were kind of picky and they're like, don't bring this to me unstapled. And I had to make sure I had some of my papers stapled. So I bet you know, I don't know, but maybe you won't have professors as picky as me, but you'd rather be safe than sorry, right? So go ahead and get you a stapler and already have it at college, and before you turn in your papers or projects or whatnot, go ahead and staple them and just be ahead of the game. Something else you might want to remember, especially, are cleaning supplies. The ones that I actually used the most were like the Lysol wipes, because you know sometimes girls get nasty and you may want to clean the toilet before you sit on it. Girls in my dorm did some pretty disgusting things, and I'd rather not say them here because you might be disgusted once I say it. So just bring some Lysol wipes. Just bring them. I also use Windex a lot, or just any type of glass cleaner is not a bad idea to bring, because my room had mirrors on the wall and a mirror on the door, so we would always be touching it, and you know, you touch it to open the medicine cabinet. So I mean, some people aren't picky about those little things, but after a while it can get pretty filthy. So some type of Lysol wipes and glass cleaner are good options. I mean, good things to bring. Also, sometimes, you know, your roommate's ready to go to bed and you're not ready to go to bed, and you may need a light, and maybe you don't want to go to the lobby and do your work. Maybe you want to stay in your nice little comfortable bed. So get a reading light. A reading light is a good alternative, and you don't have to leave your room and you still get enough light. So if you're that type of person, you may want to invest in a reading light. It worked out for me. Actually, I used it like 3 times, but when I used it, I was happy that I purchased it, and you know, it could have been the opposite way around. Okay, guys, it's important to know that you don't have to get all these, like, so many things for college. I ended up having more things than I needed, and I ended up taking a lot of things that I didn't even need. And so, you know, these are just things kind of important to me. Some of my stuff to decorate my dorm room I definitely didn't need, but it was cheap. I got some of it from Dollar General. You can check out my decorating your dorm tips video that I made a while back. But I really didn't need most of that stuff. It was just for fun and because I was way too excited to get to college. So just bring the things that you think are important and nothing more. Your essentials. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message, or you could comment. I really like talking to people, and 9 times out of 10, if I see your message, I'm gonna reply back. So, and I guess I will see you next Friday. Bye.